Good morning, class. Today I'm going to be going over with you our class website. I'm going to be showing you what I have in them and how we're going to be using this throughout our lesson. As you can see on the screen, our lesson topic for this week is physical fitness. And the reason why I have chosen to focus on this is because oftentimes in physical education, we are focusing on the sports and sports skills and being able to apply them to our everyday lives, and very little do we focus on physical fitness, teaching our students how to be healthy, how can we do this at home, what are the foods that we should be eating, what are the foods that we should not be eating, and I really resonate with this, and I wish I had known this information when I was young and I was going through school, and so this is why I'm going to be putting a lot of emphasis in this through our class. If we go down to our content standards, when we look at our physical education content standards, standards 1, 2, and 5 are focusing on doing. So it's focusing on sports skills. Can you kick a soccer ball? Can you apply offensive and defensive strategies? Can you throw a ball at a target? Where standards 3 and 4 are focusing on our fitness abilities and our knowledge of health-related fitness. And so specifically, we're going to be focusing on content standard 3 as we're going to be learning about the correct ways to do exercises, what are the benefits from exercising, what is happening to our body when we are running the mile, when we are doing push-ups, what is, physiologically speaking, what is happening to our bodies when we are doing all of these things. So we're going to be going over a lot of that throughout our unit. To give you a quick rundown of my history, my name is Mrs. Walder. I am going to be your physical education teacher. I'm going to be graduating Cal State Fullerton this year, and next year I'm going to be doing my one subject teaching credential in physical education, so I'm really looking forward to continuing on with my education and seeing where that chapter of my life takes me, I should say. About this site is going to give us all the information that we need to know to living healthy lifestyles and making better choices. There's going to be all sorts of information in here, from nutrition to combating obesity to getting involved in more sports, learning how to take matters into our own hand when we want to make a difference. So that's our first page. Next, if we go over to our next page, which is physical education. Physical education is a structured class that focuses on bettering each individual through their physical needs. This is extremely important because in the state of California, we are required to get a certain amount of physical education minutes, and if you do not have a PE teacher, it's up to your regular classroom teacher to fulfill those needs. So you guys are lucky enough that you have a PE teacher and you're going to be bettering your skills, getting stronger, learning how to make better controlled movements. But some of you may be wondering why do we need physical education? Physical education improves your physical health. It enhances emotional outlook. It also improves your social and cognitive development because this is a class where we're a lot more hands-on. We're working with people. A lot of the times we're in groups. We're doing group settings, group projects. Whereas opposed to your other classes where a lot of it is individual and it's individual grades, individual assignments. So physical education really allows you to, develop good friendships and, meet people and really enhance your interpersonal skills. Some useful links that I have up here for you guys. We're not going to really be going over this, but this information is up here for you guys. And basically, it is some websites showing us how we are able to get involved in physical education and increase our physical activity. We are just going to be waiting for it to load. Hopefully that loads soon. Let me just check on my Wi-Fi. And basically the useful links, it's going to be giving us information about ways that we can get involved in sports if maybe we enjoy soccer or we enjoy basketball, but we haven't really had a lot of opportunity to do so. This will give us some links. If you had to click on a link, this will give us some links to where we can go ahead and sign up for some of those sports. So as you can see, it opens you up right onto the page. And next, maybe you enjoy physical education, you enjoy being active, but you don't like soccer, you don't like being in a team sport or anything. And so I've some other great things around your area that you're able to do, which is physical activity. You're going to be applying the same type of things that we do in class, except it's in a different type of competitive setting. Rock climbing is becoming the new fad recently, and everybody's trying to participate in it. It has a lot to do with your upper body strength, and so starting young can really allow you to get better at it. Digital Interactive, this is once again another website, another page that we're not really going to be going, this page we are going to be going over. And this page are resources that we can do on our own time to help us understand what food we're getting into our body and ways that we can try and improve our diet. So my favorite link that I tend to use pretty often is MyFitnessPal. This is a website. You can also download it as an app on your phone, since I know a few of you guys have your cell phones these days. And basically you track all your food that you had for the day. So for example, for breakfast, if I had strawberries, a scrambled egg, honey, and Greek yogurt, I input all of that, and I do the same thing for lunch and dinner, and then it breaks down my carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. And this is also an extremely helpful app, because if you are trying to lose weight, or if you're trying to gain weight, or whatever your fitness goal is, you input that into the app, and it will break down, and it will tell you how much calories you can get for the day. What exercise are you supposed to do in order to achieve those weights? And so it's really giving you your target calorie intake for the day, and we're going to be learning more about calories and what foods we should be eating as we go through our lectures. The internet use is something that I'm not going to be going over much for you, but this website is here for you guys to use. We are in a technology advanced society nowadays, and everybody is trying to use technology in our classrooms, and it's a great tool. And so these are just some links that will help you, make sure that you are using the internet properly and safely, and that you're not going to run into any issues. Our next thing that we have is a graphic organizer. Now, why do you think this is important? This is important. In my class, we're going to be focusing on using the Padlet. And the reason why I have picked this tool is because this tool, you are going to be reading, I'm going to be giving you a website or a book or an article to read, and you are then going to be creating a Padlet from that. The reason why I've picked this is because I think that when it comes to you guys creating something and creating a website or a roadmap like this, it allows me as the teacher to see if you actually understand the information and if you can explain what you've learned, or if you don't and you maybe need more help. So this is going to be a great tool that we're going to be using more throughout the semester. We're going to tend to focus more on these topics and these assignments, when it's a raining day, or if the class is not participating and we're not going to be doing physical education for that day, because this is a physical education class, so we do want to get you guys to get the most out of your physical education. Assessments. Assessments are important. We have two. We have a formative assessment and a summative assessment. A summative assessment is something that I'm going to be doing, throughout the semester. This is something that I'm going to be doing at the end of the semester to see if you guys have taken the knowledge that I've learned and if you're able to apply it. So we have an assignment here that we're going to go over later on throughout the semester, and we have a formative assessment, and this is something where I'm able to, assess you throughout the semester, seeing if you're understanding it. If you're not understanding it, do I maybe need to go back and spend more time on it? So we're going to be focusing more on this later on throughout the semester, but just I want to show you what that looks like. My favorite one out of these links is the lecture. The lecture that we're going to be going over, that once again I'll give it to you when it's a rainy day or if we're unable to use the courts, is a nutrition lecture. And in this lecture we are going to be learning all sorts of information about fats, carbohydrates, proteins, what we need to eat on a day-to-day basis, what foods we should stay away from, and what happens when we eat fatty foods, when we go to McDonald's, when we go to In-N-Out. What happens to our body when we eat those foods? So we're going to be going over that with you guys. As you can see, there's quite a few slides, so I'm not going to be able to go over that with you right now. Next, we have the Webercise, and this is an activity that we're going to be doing which involves the computer and the computer labs. So when we get over to that unit, I will be reserving the computer labs for you guys. And this is where it's another one of the assignments that I'm going to be using. It's going to check if you are understanding what we're learning. If you're not understanding, what are you struggling with, what do we need to go over. And our last slide that we're going to be going over is our choice board. Now in physical education, as I mentioned earlier, this is a subject in a class where we are working one-on-one with each other. We're socializing, we're in groups, and so our choice board that I've picked out is a tic-tac-toe kind of scavenger hunt like. And what we're going to be doing in here is you're going to be in groups and you're going to be working at your own pace. I'm not going to be giving you much directions for this. You're going to be going at your own pace. You're going to be applying what we've learned in class, the exercises that I've shown you how to do, and you're going to be applying that on your own. I'm going to take a bit of a step back from this. I really want to see if you're able to incorporate the things that we've learned. So, we're going to be figuring out our heart rate. We're going to be comparing a high intensity interval training workout versus a strength training, which would be weights, all sorts of fun competition things that we're going to be doing in here. But once again, this is just an overview of what our lesson in our unit is going to be like, so you do not need to panic or start stressing about it. I'm going to be going step by step with you guys, and so you're going to know when things are due and when we need to do things. So class, I hope you enjoyed this showcasing of my website that I created for you guys. I look forward to teaching you and going over this lesson plan and this lesson unit with you, and that's all for today. So thank you class, and we will be in touch with you guys soon. Bye bye.